He's gone. Ladies and gentlemen, Xabi Alonso quits Real Madrid, and I am absolutely depressed. Yes, it depresses me, ladies and gentlemen. Now, first of all, I was happy, right? I was like, yes, finally we are back. But then, me seeing the news, me seeing everything being unfolded in the Real Madrid dressing room, all the news I'm about to show you guys, ladies and gentlemen, is absolutely crazy, man. And it made me depressed and regret every single time I said Xabi Alonso needs to leave, man. But before we get into all of that, Hansi Flick, I want to just personally talk to you, right? How does it feel, huh? How does it feel, you waking up in the morning, you taking a shower in the morning, you making your little bed, and you going in front of a mirror looking at yourself? How does it feel knowing that you did not be the reason to sack not only one coach in Ancelotti, but you sacked two coaches during your time with Barcelona, man? How does it feel? Because the brother, apparently there was news coming out that the brother, Xabi Alonso, did not get sacked, ladies and gentlemen. No. The brother literally left. He quit his job. The brother saw one El Clasico where Hansi Flick managed it, and they were like, nope, I am done, fam. He left. Imagine being a manager at Real Madrid, for the love of God. They get minimum millions a month being just there. He's getting millions of dollars. Imagine you have all of that and you're like, nope. Nah, brother. The pain and mental issues that Hansi Flick is giving me and Barcelona giving me, I am done, fam. I don't want any of this. But ladies and gentlemen, that is beside the case. Let's get to the news that is happening. First of all, I want to show you guys this one video. Video is without sound, right? That is Raul Asensio right there and Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso telling Kylian Mbappe and the players to come and give the Barcelona players a guard of honor. Guard of honors where they clap, where they just stand, and Barcelona players obviously go and take their medals, right? Kylian Mbappe tells Raul Asensio and tells Xabi Alonso, brother, you don't understand. Look at this again. He is telling Xabi Alonso, a player is telling a coach to come and not give a guard of honor to Barcelona's team. Now that is a problem, ladies and gentlemen, because why is a player, I don't care who you are, right? I do not care who you are. Why does a player in a football club have more aura and have more of a saying than you as a coach? 90% of the Real Madrid team was already with Kylian Mbappe standing with him. Only Raul Asensio was with Xabi Alonso. Why does a player have more authority than a coach? That is why I wanted Xabi Alonso to leave to begin with, because he did not have the authority to begin with. The fact that Kylian Mbappe, what worries me again, Kylian Mbappe was not the reason really, but he was kind of an influence to kicking out all these managers in front of you. 2018, Emery, PSG again, Tuchel, 2020, 2022, Pochettino, 2023, Galtier, 2025, ever since he joined Real Madrid after winning a Champions League, for the love of God. He kicked out Ancelotti, and now he kicked out Xabi Alonso as well. Kylian Mbappe can be amazing. He is the best player in the world, in my opinion. He has been the best player in the world for a couple of years, in my opinion. But if you are out there bringing a toxic environment, you thinking that you're bigger than the club and the authorities and the goddamn coaches, then I'm sorry, I cannot really speak to you, fam. But that is not the only player, ladies and gentlemen. Vinicius Jr. did not even post a single thing on social media, and apparently the relationship was dramatic. He did not listen to the coach. He refused to renew his contract as long as Alonso was the coach of Real Madrid. Alonso did not feel control in the dressing room, and he was irritated by the big egos, ladies and gentlemen, that was in the dressing room. And this is exactly why I preached personally that he should leave. Because stats wise, he wasn't the worst, fam. He has the tactics, he has the vision, but there are teams that is suited for Xabi Alonso, and Real Madrid is just not that team, man. Real Madrid, unfortunately, the culture here is just toxic and stupid in my opinion. You look at Barcelona, Hansi Flick comes, everyone listens to Hansi Flick. The tactics he brings in, they are aware of that, they listen to him. The culture is simple in Barcelona. We listen to the format, we listen to the structure of the team. Everything is built as a team. They are a family. I've been saying this for years. Barcelona are a family, not just a football team. More than a club. That's their slogan. More than a club. And then you have this, brother, right? They rely on big players and big players. Just look at the statistics, ladies and gentlemen. They have the same statistic after the first 34 games of them coaching their team. First season of Hansi Flick, 24 wins, 4 draws and 6 losses. 34 games for Xabi Alonso in his first 34 games, 24, 4 and 6. Ladies and gentlemen, man. Same stats, different mentalities and different type of coaches, and difference in between the two. One listens to the coach, one did not listen to the coach. But at the same time, you could say that Hansi Flick controls his players. I mean, it's Hansi Flick. You don't want to get that brother angry. And then you have Xabi Alonso, who's just a simple, chill, random, nice guy, man. His players did not listen to him. He cannot perform. It makes sense why he left Real Madrid, man. The fact that, ladies and gentlemen, apparently they've already replaced the brother. Apparently Arbeloa is coming. Arbeloa. Brother, just take a look at his face, man. Oh my god, that's the most unserious manager I've ever seen in my entire life, man. Whose uncle is that? You're joking, you're telling me you are sacking Xabi Alonso to bring that brother. I'm so sorry, bring Xabi Alonso back. I will pay him. Start the petitions, I will pay my own money to bring him back. There is no way that brother has anything. There is no way that brother even looks like he's going to control Kylian Mbappe ego, fam. There is no way that brother is going to control a Vinicius Jr. type of ego, fam. There is no absolute way that brother is going to have any control in the dressing room, man. Wait, you're telling me this brother is the right person for the job? Oh my god. Apparently, his main football idea is gegen pressing. Right, he wants high intensity team that presses high and wins the ball back in the opponent's half. He's inspired by Klopp's Liverpool, ladies and gentlemen. You think that this brother is the same level as Klopp? Brother, he probably won't even live up to his hair strands, fam, or his shoelaces. No, you think anyone presses? Even Xabi Alonso was a pressing machine. Where was the pressing in Xabi Alonso? There was nothing but low block and counter attack and inshallah, fam. There's nothing else. Oh my god, I'm not looking forward, man. Ladies and gentlemen, apparently more news that the relationship between Xabi Alonso and the players have been difficult from the start, apparently. Part of the dressing did not like what happened to Luka Modric, right? He was ready to stay and accept different contract to play one more season with Real Madrid, but Xabi Alonso and the club decided to go in a different direction with younger players. And people, oh my, the dumb dressing room that we have, the players that we have, they saw that and I was like, no, we want Modric to stay until he's 50, fam. You know those memes, oh, Modric still got... No, he did not got it, fam. Last season was his last season. I'm sorry, he's not good enough. Why do you want him to stay exactly? And the players saw that, oh my god, let's build the future. They got a coach saying, let's build the future, fam. And they were like, nope, let's bring this 50-year-old still playing on the pitch, fam. What did you expect? Obviously, Luka Modric is a legend, fam. We would love him to always stay and retire at Real Madrid, but he's not playing any games, fam. He's staying on the reserves. What do you mean? He has a vision of bringing younger talent for the future, and you're like, nope, you got mad at that? Are you stupid, fam? Oh my god. And apparently, ladies and gentlemen, he was planning to leave Real Madrid at the end of Club World Cup in the summer after a few weeks. After joining, ladies and gentlemen, just a few weeks. After he joined the Club World Cup, he wanted to leave. He wanted to quit. If that does not tell you how toxic it is in that dressing room, then I don't know what, man. Apparently, a lot of players did not even support him, man. Jude Bellingham did not even post anything on social media. Kylian Mbappe at least posted something, ladies and gentlemen. Jude Bellingham with nothing. Vinicius Jr. yet to post anything, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how the future of Real Madrid is going to look, man. A year and a half and we already sacked 2 coaches. This is ringing a bell of a different team, ladies and gentlemen, which is Manchester United. If Real Madrid somehow becomes a Manchester United, then I think I have to end it all, fam. My therapists have seen enough. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the video, and I want to end it with Xabi Alonso at Real Madrid. 6 to 7 months of charge, 0 titles, 160 million spent, and he has lost 4-0 to PSG, 5-2 to Atletico, and a loss to FC Barcelona. You know what? Maybe he had to leave. But ladies and gentlemen, he absolutely made me sad, man. I genuinely take back everything I said about him. And it is what it is. I still envy Barcelona of Hansi Flick, man. I've already been saying that. But anyways, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think in the comment section? Like, subscribe, and gracias, amigos.